So the real birth of a phone starts from here. I showed you the PCB. Now this is where the rest of it happens. So first, what you're seeing out here is that the screen and everything else behind it is getting installed. He's taking a look at how it's been installed. So that part happens to the screen that we use. Then we move on to this area. This is the area where they're putting in things like the power button, the volume button, the vibration motor and everything else. Then we move out here. This is where the PCB actually is installed. Now they also get the fact that the phone is now identified. As it will move through the system, they will know this exact phone in this PCB, how it comes together. This is where now we're doing the birth of the Phantom Tecno X. 5 cameras on it. 3 cameras are being installed right here. That's what he's doing right now. Other cameras will be installed later. When you come in here, this is called a clean room because they're exposing the camera and everything else to the air. So what happens out here? HEPA filters, humidity inside. This is a totally clean room in every which way. What you're getting is nothing is going to come in and disturb the electronics that is inside. You come in out here, and this is where they're taking a good look at what the other things are. They're also going to get the phone ready for the next step of what they're going to do out here, the other camera modules. And this is now where the current testing happens. Remember, when you're powering a phone, all current runs all through the phone into every component. That's what gives it life, right? So they're running a test, an entire test of everything. They plug the phone in, the current runs through, it gives you a pass. That means all components till this area have actually been set up properly. Again, more of the camera modules, they're screwing things in now. The phone is around 50% ready out here. But this is the very interesting machine. This is where they put the phone in and automatically 14 screws in just the right area, right torque, right pressure. He puts it in and now watch what happens. So no mistakes out here because it's a machine that's doing it. We're almost there. Let me show you the last few steps. Now, like I said, the phone's almost ready. Now they start testing the phone. So lots of things will happen. They're testing the screen out here. So they are doing all kind of testing out here with a dark box. They're doing RGB out here, red, green and blue. Then they come in out here and they're doing distance testing. They're doing proximity sensor. This is a great machine, very interesting machine. They do all the audio testing out here. So once they put the phone in, they'll test the speaker, the recording, the primary mic, the sub mic and everything else. Put a phone in, it actually will emit the right kind of sound and the phone is tested out here. This is where all the network part, the antenna part of it happens. You know, 2G, 3G, 4G, for 5G they have a separate module. All of them will get tested that every one of the antennas is working perfectly. Then you move on to the areas where now the phone, this is where they're putting in the final camera island on top. That's what the entire camera is hidden behind. They put that in here. And this is where it's almost done. This is where they'll put the phone together. I have to show you a very interesting thing out here. So out there, they'll put the phone, and because the Phantom X is a curved phone, you have to get it absolutely precise and right. So you'll put a phone out there. It puts the gel in that actually creates that thing. And then you'll put it here, and a machine comes and places it at the exact right spot, moves in here, and it presses it, and it's completely bound. Now the only thing left is a lot of testing and then the packaging. Arijit, I've taken a tour of this entire factory. In fact, I think you have 3 of them in a row.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. I never knew the magnitude, the scale, and the skill level out here. So tell me a little bit about this. How many people work here? What's your manufacturing capability? How many phones do you make in a month or a year?
So first of all, Rajiv, a warm welcome to our transient factory. 5,000 people work here in different shifts, and we make 4 crore phones in a year, almost more than 1 lakh phone a day, and 35-36 lakh phones a month. That is how big this is.
So why do you not go to town and tell people? People don't know that this brand is so much an Indian brand. I mean, you've invested so much of money, so much manpower, people. There are all Indians working here, 5,000 of them.
Sure.
Why haven't you gone to town to tell them we're an Indian company?
We are a completely Indian company. 100% phones from 2017 when we started our first factory to the 3 factories that we have. Completely make in India, make for India. Even during pandemic, where other manufacturers were struggling to get people,
right,
our people were there working for us because they believe in us. But yeah, as a policy we say, let's keep it low profile.
नहीं, ये understated तो अब चलता नहीं है. I think it's now time to tell people that this is, make in India for India by Indians.
Absolutely.
That's the part I've been most impressed by. Everybody I saw, all Indians, and
Absolutely.
all of them at the highest skill levels. Right?
Completely.
That's amazing. Okay, now this is very interesting. So you're doing everything here in India. What is your strength? The smartphone market in India, very competitive, very aggressive. It's a crazy, insane market. What do you think is your brand strength? What makes you stand out now in this market?
What makes us different is, see, from the very beginning, Tecno stands for one thing. We are always aspiring to give our consumers a segment first and a country first in that particular segment. We started in 2017 with Camon 9. We were the first to give a full view display.
Right.
If you see today with our Phantom X, we have a 70% curved display. Nobody is giving with the price point that we are giving.
And all of that is manufactured here.
Everything manufactured here.
So what percentage of all phones do you manufacture here, make in India?
100%.
All phones, every phone.
Every phone.
But tell me, Arijit, this is a very interesting thing. So you dominate 7,000, 9,000, 10, even 11, 12,000. Suddenly you took this call, we want to go premium. Over 5G,
Yeah.
Tecno Phantom X and all. These are playing in the much higher bracket than you're known for. What's the strategy behind it? Why do you want to do it? And will you be able to compete in this market in the long run?
Absolutely. See, Tecno is a global brand. We are there in more than 70 countries. And also, we are already number 3 among the number 3 players in less than 10K. If you see the market today, 10 to 15K contributes to almost 57% of the market.
Right.
15 to 20K is 30% of the market. So that is where our consumers are. Since we have the ecosystem, we have the entire technology, R&D, so we are very, very confident that we are here to compete with anybody. And in a segment from 6K to 50K, we are competing with all the big ones.
What else can we expect in the future, in the categories, in the play that you have?
See, we will be focusing on the mid to high segment. We will keep on bringing phones that will surprise the consumers in a big way. We will be launching a Power phone, which is having a big battery. It's all about performance. Camera for our Camon series is something which is very, very important. So we will surprise our customers with a very, very enhanced quality in terms of camera in all our segments. And now we are not worried about a price point. Earlier we were primarily in less than 15K, but now from 6K to 50K, we will surprise our consumer on
even 50K.
50K.
I mean, is that what you have? Is that an announcement you're making right
Absolutely.
now? So listen, you heard it here first. There are going to be phones from this brand that are not just that Phantom X. I think they're going to take it way higher. So wait for the 50K phone.